Third point of criticism is even if money wages were reduced, it may not reduce the real wages because money wages are major element of cost production under profit maximization principle of a firm. A reduction in money wages would reduce cost and thus prices. Falling prices and falling money wages may retain the real wages at the original level. Fourth point of criticism was classical theory overlooked the possibility of deficiency in demand when they suggested reduction in wages and increase a demand for labor, but a fall in wages would mean fall in purchasing power and thus fall in demand for products, which in turn would reduce demand for labor. Thus, classical theory did not consider the possible fall in aggregate demand when they recommended wage cuts for reducing unemployment. Fifth point, the main theme of classical belief of full employment equilibrium was defended by the arguments of Pigot. This Pigot effect has severely criticized by Keynes. According to Pigot, the falling wages and prices the will increase the real value of monetary assets of the people. Hence, they feel better off in terms of asset value. Um, there will be a tendency to increase spending and reduce saving. This increase in consumption expenditure will represent an increase in demand for goods and services, which would mean an increase in demand for labor. This Pigot effect was a main demand side argument in support uh, of the classical theory of full employment. Keynes critiqued it because downward shift of wages and prices might make people feel that wages and prices are going to fall more in the future. If they believed so, they would postpone their buying to future instead of increasing it immediately. Therefore, Pico effect may not be operative. Sixth point, Keynes severely criticized the directions against the classical measures because classical theory of employment recommended flexible wage policy and stable money supply. Keynes argued that more realistic more realistic policy should be combination of stable money wages and gradually rising supply of money. Thus, stable money wages would mean stability in expenditure and so stability in aggregate demand. A slowly rising price level will encourage the firms to produce more and also help in reduce the wages. Keynes strongly felt that in real wages what through fall in money wages would be opposed by trade unions. A slowly rising prices would be felt much. Therefore, stable money wages gradually rising prices would be practical solution to reduce real wages. A seventh point. Major criticism of Keynes was directed against the classical dichotomy. The classical theory assumed the money played the role of only medium of exchange. Changes in the money market did not affect the level of output or employment. Keynes pointed out that there was a link between two markets through interest rate. Changes in quantity of money affected the amount of ideal money balances people kept, and this will affect the interest rate. Friends, what I would be doing is I would be also sharing you the reading material pertaining to this, so there is no doubt which has been left in your part. Apart from this, if you have any queries, any questions, you just have to shoot me a mail and I'm going to reply you back. In the next video, what we are going to do is we are going to actually quickly take a look on flexible wage systems. which are the foundational block of a sales law of market. So we would be doing that. Keep tuned. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.